Have you got some Easter eggs and some chocolate left over from Easter and you're not sure what to do with them but you want to use them in a good recipe? This is the recipe for you. We are going to use them to make this delicious Millionaire shortbread recipe with a super good gooey caramel center. So if you've never done Millionaire shortbread before because you feel a little bit threatened by the caramel, don't worry, I've got you covered. So I normally like to write my recipe on a book, just like my grandma and my mom, in hoping one day my kids will be able to use it. And I think it's just old school way that's still good. So let's start the recipe. First thing first, all you need to do is put all these ingredients that you can see on the screen in a bowl. Now, with a paddle attachment, mix it on a medium speed until all comes together. Now, halfway through, you'll start to notice that it looks like it comes together, but don't stop. Keep on mixing until it turns into a soft dough. Now, once it turns into soft dough, put it on a tray and spread it. Make sure your tray has some parchment paper just because we will be needing to lift the Millionaire later on. Bake it for 15 minutes on 160 and let it cool down. Now for the caramel, again, we need to put all these ingredients that you can see on the screen, and don't worry, this recipe is going to be available on my website and it's printable as well, and the link is going to be in my description. Add everything together and then put it on a low heat until everything is melted. After that, move it to medium heat and keep on mixing until it reaches 107. You cannot leave it at any point, otherwise you burn the caramel, so stay there and be patient. Another tip to know that it's ready is when the caramel start to move and it's not sticking on your pan. Pour it on top of your shortbread and let it cool down for good 2 hours outside your fridge. You don't want it to be in the fridge just because when you add the melted chocolate could quickly freeze. So after that, add your melted chocolate and then add your Easter eggs and some sprinkles, and I'm telling you, that's it. Leave it to cool down in the fridge for a good hour and it's ready for you to slice it. Just tidy up the edges and then start slicing. I am using a hot knife while slicing just because it's easier, but look at that gooey center, and this recipe tastes absolutely delicious. Super buttery, the caramel inside is super fudgy. It's exactly what you need and it looks really good for kids and adults. Everyone would love this recipe. Anyway, that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and as I said, this recipe is going to be available on my website and then link in my description. Thank you for now. Look at that gooey center. This can't get any gooier than that.